Welcome to day 28 of the query folding challenge. And for today's challenge, we are instructed to select the product key, product alternate key, English product name, dealer price, and a computed column called overall percentage, which is the dealer price divided by the sum of all dealer prices, where the dealer price is not null. We are to use the Adventure Works database and the product table. So let's head over to Power BI. The first step, as usual, is to connect to the data source. Select the Adventure Works database. Then select the product table. Click on OK. Then click on OK to import the table. So now we have the table that we want to work with. We have the table here right now. And I believe the basic step is to start with where it makes more sense to you. Sometimes you start with selecting the columns, you have to reorder. But what we want to do here is to remove the nulls from the dealer price column because we were instructed that there should be no nulls where the dealer price is not null. So let's apply that step because we have a lot of columns here. So when you have a lot of columns and you don't know how to navigate or find a column, what you can do is to go to choose column. Under choose column, just go to column, click on it. Then you select the column you want to navigate to. You want to navigate to the dealer price column, click on OK. And now we are in the dealer price column. What we want to do next is to remove all nulls from the table. We want to filter out nulls. So you click on the drop down arrow and click on remove empty. All null and empty strings are going to be removed from the column. So that's the first step. The second step we would also want to apply is we don't need all these columns that are at the end here. So we can actually just go back to source, click on the gear icon, go to advanced, include relationship columns, uncheck that option and click on OK. Then this is going to just load your data without those columns included. Up next, we are to calculate a new column called overall percentage. This column is the dealer price divided by the sum of all dealer prices. So how do we get the sum of all dealer prices? We can use the choose column option again and navigate to the dealer price column. So you can choose to do this manually or you can do it automatically. One way you can do it automatically is to go to transform column, and under transform column you go to statistics, and under statistics there's option for sum. Just click on sum, and sum will just give you the total for all the values in that column. So this is something we could have also done ourselves, but I've just referenced the previous row, provide a column, then use list the sum. This sums all the values in the column. That's pretty straightforward. So the step here says calculated sum. So we can say calculated total dealer price. So this has calculated total dealer price for us. What we would want to do next is to find a means where we can divide the dealer price for each row by the total, which is pretty straightforward, right? So we can add a new step here, not here, come down one step, then click on FX to add a new step. We would want to reference the step that has filtered rows because that's where we have all the columns that we need right here. We can now use the table add column function. We want to add a new column. The first parameter we have to pass here is the name of the column. So we will call the column MC. We can just go back to the step and copy the name of the column, overall percentage. Overall percentage without a square bracket. Up next, we are asked for the function that would generate the result we want to see in the new column. So we can use it's pretty straightforward. We know the name of the column is, what's it called? Dealer, dealer. Don't forget you pass each since you want to iterate through the table, dealer price, dealer price. We are dividing the dealer price by this calculated value we have right here. So call it calculated sum total dealer price. This is correct. Then we can now close the bracket, and this should add a new column to the table. So to see the new table, we can just navigate to the last column, and right here we have the new column that has been added. So the new data table column that has been added does not have a data type, right? So we can choose to provide data type. So in my experience with working with query folding, sometimes when you provide your data type here, it would mess things up. So most times you will want to provide your data type here when you're doing the transformation. And this says overall percentage. So I was thinking, since this is percentage, we can multiply this result by 100, right? Don't multiply the result by 100. Don't do that. What you have to do is to specify a data type like I just did. What you have to do is come to this step, add a comma, and just specify that the data type is percentage. Then click on OK, or just click on anywhere outside. You realize that the values in that column have been converted to percentages. If you should make a mistake and multiply this by 100, you realize that your values are not going to add up. Because if, for instance, if I should multiply this by 100, you will notice that these values are going to be pumped up. For example, you see that we have 42%, 44%, 48%. That's totally wrong. That should not be happening. The total percentage should add up to 1 or 2, should add up to 100. You get that, right? So don't be tempted to multiply this by 100 because it says percentage. The better solution right here is to just change the type of that column to percentage, and it is going to give you the result that you need. So we are going to rename this step. So added column, also, added column, added column. We'll call the column overall percentage. Overall percentage. Then what we need to do next is to select all the columns that we want to use. We just go to home, go to choose columns, and select all the columns that we want to see in our final result. We have the product key, product alternate key, the product English name, then we have the overall percentage, and the, what's it called again? The dealer price. Dealer price, then click on OK. So you have all the fields that you need right here. So you can just view the query and see what the query looks like. So just a simple query with one subquery. So this is really fine. I don't think there's anything for us here to optimize. So this brings us to the end of the challenge for day 28. Thank you for following along. Don't forget to like the video. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. If you have a comment, question, or something, you can just drop it in the comment section and I'll get back to you. So see you tomorrow. We have 2 more days to go. Don't miss out on it. See you.